is trying for one of those lazy covers. He should be hooking the leg. He should be sacking that man up, trying to get the victory. As we mentioned, big main event tag team action coming up in Truman. Midnight Gold, beautiful Bobby Eaton, and Golden Boy Greg Anthony as they take on Hot Topic Derek King, Stan Lee. Oh, look at this. Small package, 1, 2, 3! Austin Lane with the victory, and speaking of matches, wow, what that means is it will be the Human Highlight Reel Austin Lane against Girl Candy Christian Jacobs this Friday night. Round 2 of the RCW Championship Tournament, the semifinals, and that, wrestling fans, is a wrestling purist dream match. Wow! It's all I can say about it. On that note, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, I'm going to speak to the Louisville Slugger, Jim Cornette. Don't miss the action and excitement of Ringside Championship Wrestling Live when it makes its return to Truman, Arkansas at the Truman Rec Complex Friday, April 2nd, 8 p.m. bell time. Come see top TV stars, including Austin Lane, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, Derek King, VH1 and reality star Matt Riviera, and many more. Tickets will be available at the door on the day of the show. It's Ringside Championship Wrestling. It's live. It's coming back to Truman with the TV cameras. Friday night, April 2nd. Be there. Brian Thompson back with more Ringside Championship Wrestling right here on KIT TV8 Jonesboro. Actually, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia this week, believe it or not. What a long trip it is from Jonesboro, I promise you that. But joined by
it's a long trip to anywhere from Jonesboro. I went to Jonesboro. I spent a year there one night. Jonesboro, it's a long way from anyway. They piped the sunshine in on a flatbed truck. So it's all right, but continue, Brian. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I understand that, no problem. But anyway, be that as it may, we're here at Legends Mania. I actually want to talk about a few things that you have going on, Jim. Of course, hopefully we watch the footage a little bit.
We have lunch going on, so you're really.
I'm sorry. Well, I'll be quick as I can. I promise you that. But you saw some of the action from Ringside Championship Wrestling moments ago. We watched the tape here as we were taking a break. You told me you were pretty impressed by it.
Oh, well, I'm impressed by your program. I'm not impressed by you, Brian, but I'm impressed. No, I
can't do it for everybody.
I kid. Brian and I go way back. I wish he'd go way back, but I'm impressed by the entire program. I'm seeing some great talent. I'm seeing some great matches. I'm seeing some guys with some passion, some heart, getting in there and laying it on the line athletically, and that's what I like to watch. I like to watch other people fight.
We like to say wrestling the way you like it, kind of like you used to say wrestling the way it should be, the way it used to be, right here on Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Night.
That's the world's longest slogan, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I tell you that. But, hey, speaking of great things, you have some great things going on. JimCornette.com. Take a look at this right here, the official website of Professional Wrestling's Louisville Slugger, and you can find all kinds of merchandise. Of course, the greatest tag team of all time, bar none, is the Midnight Express, and Jim is actually going to sneak over here and show you what's available now. I have my copy. I have it autographed, but you can get yours right now at JimCornette.com. It is the Midnight Express 25th Anniversary Scrapbook. I tell you what, pictures, this thing is loaded with information. Look at the color, and it's all kinds of color. One of the nicest books, maybe the nicest book I have ever seen. And you know, everybody and their mama is trying to do a wrestling book nowadays. Show us one of those DVDs, Jim. I think we have one of those available now. Hey, I'll tell you what. Here we go. Right there.
Rest the lost matches. 2-disc set, 4 hours of action comes complete with a collector's booklet for your viewing pleasure. That can be had at the low, low price of only $20 plus shipping and handling at JimCornette.com.
That's the place to go if you want all the great Midnight Express Jim Cornette merchandise. JimCornette.com. Thank you, Jim, very much.
Thank you, Brian, very much.
Thank you.
I can honestly say of all the wrestling programs I've ever been on, yours is certainly the most recent.
I appreciate that. You got to go to JimCornette.com. I'm out of here. We're back to the ring wrestling fans. Is always a fun time when you're joined by the Louisville Slugger, Jim Cornette. But now it's time to get back to serious business. It's RCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament Round 1 action continuing with Cody Melton taking on Jon Michael Worthington. And look at this. Jon Michael right there was moments away from being defeated right there. He kind of, well, one of those lazy covers. I complained about Bishop, and now Jon Michael Worthington did the exact same thing, and it almost cost him. It cost Bishop in the last match, and it almost cost Jon Michael right there, who was choking Cody Melton over the second, that middle rope there.
And it all just drives in the hard in the back with a clothesline. Says it's over. 1, 2. His referee Tom Simon right there with the action. You see Cody Melton looking out to the fans in Truman. Cody will be on the card even though he may or may not be in the tournament. He is going to be there, as is Jon Michael Worthington. Now the question is going to be, which one of them will be competing in semifinal action in the RCW Championship Tournament. Winner of this match goes on to face the winner of the match we will show you immediately following. It will be VH1 reality star Matt Riviera. We've seen the music video on him a couple of weeks ago. I talked about what he said about Ron Rage on 101.9 KISS FM in the morning with Double B Brandon Baxter. It's time to put up or shut up, and it's this week on RCW Late Night Wrestling right here on KAIT. And Jon Michael Worthington, the bigger of the two here.
I can do it. Only thing is, I do it better.
Well, he's just talking all sorts of trash about his opponent to the fans, whatever the case may be. In this matchup we've seen, it's actually the veteran, the 10-plus years in professional wrestling of Jon Michael Worthington has benefited him against young Cody Melton, who now is only in probably his second or third year of active competition. So that learning curve is certainly coming into play in this particular contest. And Jon Michael Worthington certainly, wisely, taking advantage of it. Right hands repeatedly there by Jon Michael Worthington. It was Cody Melton firing back. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have seen, look at this big back body drop. I had a thought there, but Cody Melton took it right out of my mouth with that big back body drop. Very impressive. What I was going to say is, as you have seen here on RCW Late Night Wrestling since we debuted here on KIT a couple of weeks ago, prime time athletes, we're going to bring you the best in professional wrestling. This is not something you're going to see in the backyard of somebody's house. This is going to be professional wrestling, kind of like Jim Cornette and myself talked about, the way it should be. And look at that, head scissor, and Tilt-A-Whirl takes over Jon Michael Worthington, and Cody Melton is feeling this crowd out. Excited, but Jon Michael caught him right there. Jon Michael Worthington, excuse me. Young man comes from a rich background. You got to wonder if he and Matt Riviera, they're both from wealthy backgrounds, that they hung out on the playground when they were little toddlers or something. It doesn't matter if they end up battling each other in the second round of this tournament. Friendship will go right out the window when it comes to the prize, the prestige of being RCW champion, as Cody Melton was able to fend off Jon Michael right there. Now he's going up. The fans are saying, do it, do it. All the way to the top. Headbutt caught him. But I think he also did just about as much damage to himself. The headbutt is a devastating maneuver. Reminded me of the legendary Dynamite Kid. But I think the impact, Cody Melton, I think he hit his own. Oh, look at this. Got blocked right there. Oh, man. And a 3 count. I don't know. That's a devastating move. I'm going to have to ask Jon Michael what that is. Regardless, you can call it a victory move because it's put Jon Michael into the semifinals this Friday night in Truman.
Don't miss the action and excitement of Ringside Championship Wrestling Live when it makes its return to Truman, Arkansas at the Truman Rec Complex Friday, April 2nd, 8 p.m. bell time. Come see top TV stars, including Austin Lane, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, Derek King, VH1 reality star Matt Riviera, and many more. Tickets will be available at the door on the day of the show. It's Ringside Championship Wrestling. It's live. It's coming back to Truman with the TV cameras Friday night, April 2nd. Be there!
Main Main event time this week on Ringside Championship Wrestling, the final first round match